All right, guys, we are live. We are live. We are live. Salute, everybody. How's everybody doing? Okay, I got Freddy the fireman in the background right there. My man is waiting back there. We're going to have a little show. We're going to have Freddy on. He's got a lot of things going on we want to talk about. It's from the Wiseguyz Show. I did drop the link up there. If you guys can subscribe to that, I would appreciate that. We got a lot of big things coming up. Let me get my pies on the screen right now. Freddy, what's up, my man?
What's up, Tommy Stiggs? What's going on?
My boy. All right, so there's a lot going on. A lot of work is being done. The number one thing that's happening is in November. That's the biggest thing right now that you guys have going on. Give us a little background about that. I'm going to tell them real quick. It's at Resorts in Atlantic City. I'm going to promote it here, and I'm going to get some of this crew down to Atlantic City. We're going to have a fantastic event. Tell us what you got going on down there, my man.
Obviously, Resorts is our new home. We locked in our weekend before Thanksgiving. We thought that was the greatest date to get forever. Hopefully, they give it to us every year as long as we produce. It's our way of getting all our friends, our sponsors, our paisans, everybody come out. And have a great time in the Superstar Theater. Last year we had Louis Prima Jr., which rocked the house. He actually brought tears to my eyes.
Really?
Yeah, and this year when we were thinking about who we're going to bring, I came up with an idea, and I said it's going to work. Biagio, as you saw the video, Biagio is a musical genius. He is not only a talented singer, and he is also an artist. He plays music. He's a keyboardist, a pianist. And I said, Biagio, you do so much for everybody. And now it's, I think, time for you to do the final act and blow everybody away with, playing the grand piano, playing the keyboard, he's got a duet with a trio with the Mad Stuntman and another famous girl. I forget her name. And I don't know, most of you who don't know the Mad Stuntman it's the guy who sings, I like to move it. I like to move it.
Yeah.
Well, Biagio does a trio with him, and so that's actually supposed to be a surprise, but we do have him coming out, and hopefully everything goes well. And Biagio does the trio called One Night. You can look up the song One Night on YouTube and see. It's a great song, and to see them do it live is going to be amazing.
So he's done it before. So it's on his channel.
He recorded the track, but he's never done it live. And so the Mad Stuntman, Biagio, and the girl, they're all going to do the trio that night on November 23rd. That's going to be one of the acts on his final act. But we're lining them up with everybody. We're bringing the Uncle Louie Variety Show.
That's the best.
They're huge. And they're going to bring the uncles. We're going to have a ball. And then I got Rocco Solano, world-renowned master magician. Rocco he was hanging with David Copperfield. They were just hanging out.
Wow,
and,
that's great.
So Rocco, and then we said, let's add a little something different. We never did before, a little acrobatic stuff. So we were looking into the Circus du Soleil type of performer, and we found a unicycle juggler who juggles LED pins, bowling pins, and balls, all LED. So it's all going to be decorated for the holidays. We're kicking off the holidays, and we're bringing from CBS FM Brooklyn's own Joe Causey, who was an original Wiseguyz. So it's all friends. We're gonna have a ball, and then the party. Forget it. It's
the Supreme Cuisine's coming, right?
And I'm working on. He's part of our show. He's always booked. But last year, he was a huge hit at the after party. He's like the mini Trump, Mark Mangola. And Mark's part of our show. And we're working on having him be a part of Biagio's final act, too. So, I mean, we're really trying to, make this a fun night for everybody. And it's great.
It's unbelievable. Sounds like it's incredible. So we got to get tickets through the link. I'm going to put the link after the show. They'll have it down there.
Yep, WGStickets.com. And I'm telling you, I promise, our job is to make sure we want you to come out every year for this, because it's our way of getting together. Because, as we get older, a lot of the people we know, and we only see whether it's a reunion. This is
I know.
A way to get together before the holidays and not get mixed up into ruining anybody's holidays, which we want to start it off. And then after our show, that Thursday is going to be Thanksgiving. So That would keep
Beautiful.
out of the way.
It's incredible. So we'll be down there. Well, you'll be down there. I'll go live on my show. It'll be incredible. We'll have a great. It's going to be good. And but like you said, when did we get together? When did we graduated together? What? 87. We graduated together. 87.
Yep.
Right? It's crazy.
And
87.
Last time, I think it was the last time I saw you. Well, that was at Pizza Bowl, but any times before that, either I see you at our high school reunion or that, but this is way we could get everybody together that we know, come out and have a great time. And remember, we have a lot of bills to pay for that theater. So tickets aren't expensive. Everybody, we try to make it as easy as possible. We even got buses from going down to the show from South Jersey and North Jersey. And like I said, $30, $35 for the bus ticket, and you're going to get food. You're going to get, just for the bus ticket. You're driving Atlantic City. I mean, what else you want,
Is it really? They got buses? That's amazing.
I get an Uber from Bellevue.
No. 300.
Yeah, it's $35. You're going to go home and back. They're going to give you time to gamble. You're actually even getting a $10 free play. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's better than that. So
that's nice.
And you're going to get food. You're going to get drinks on the bus. Maybe if you're on the right bus, someone who has an espresso, the cold espresso that they give out or whatever. But
nice.
we got restaurants running the buses. So you're going to have.
It's unbelievable. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff. You put a lot of work in, man. I mean, you really do put work in. The first time we did a podcast together, you know when it was? 2014 in Hawthorne.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
We had the meatball contest and the wine contest.
Oh, that was Joe Giudice?
Joe Giudice, yeah.
Giudice, yep. And,
his wine won, and Teresa's father's meatballs won.
Yep.
That's 2014. That was my first.
Tied. I think Carlos' meatballs, Carlos' mother's meatballs were pretty good too. I think they.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah. That was the first time I was ever introduced to anything like this, and that's the first time I was on camera. 3 or 4 years ago, I started doing this. You've been doing this stuff forever. But these Belleville guys, man, we go. We're up front. We'll talk. We have no shame. We're not embarrassed. We're right in your fucking face. It's what we do, right?
Oh, it's all about having fun, enjoying life. Look at how many years gone by, and we got to wait till a reunion to see everybody. I mean, I know everybody's doing their own thing, but we only live once. And listen, we keep in touch with all our friends, and we see each other all the time because we're all still in the same area. And I got to tell you the truth, it's a way to just to get everybody out. And listen, this is all a networking thing. We have sponsors there, so if you do something, you could talk to our sponsors. Like I said, we got the mini Mark, the mini Trump. You want to hire him? You want to talk some business with him? He's there. We're gonna have people from The Sopranos there. I mean, it's all about having fun and having a good time. That's all it is.
It's good, and they're all with it. They want to do it. They want to have a good time too. Nobody's above anybody. And we've learned that over the years. We got to
pay the theater. We got to pay the entertainers. How much money we really make? We just want to. We made resorts our home, and now we're licensed through the gaming, through the gaming commission. We're also licensed with vendors in Atlantic City. We could do shows at any casino, but this is the thing: when you come that night, if you have an idea to do a show there, we're the doorway in, and we just would have to do obviously something that will sell tickets. I mean, because there is a lot of fees, but listen, if things go well, listen, we break even, we're happy. We just want everybody to come out and have a good time. That's all it is.
So you're the ticket in, basically, if anybody wants to do something there.
Well, yeah, it would have to be within reason, because resorts, they do have but listen, it can't be that bad. If you feel like you sell tickets, the opportunity's there. And it goes to our production company, WGS Entertainment. And I'm telling you, we're licensed. All right. We're even insured if we have to get insured for that day.
That's good to know. Because I have a few content creators that would probably be able to put something together and do something down there. Listen, we could get 3 or 4 shows together and do something down there.
Totally. And look who's coming. Brooklyn's own Joe Causey. Who's bigger than him right now on the radio? No, I mean, we don't even listen to radio that much, but when you do, 101.1 WCBS FM plays when we were young. And Joe's a friend of mine. We've been friends
Okay.
for a long time. And I mean, even he, if he sees the possibility, always approaches us and does something. But
He's a
this,
good guy.
I just want to make clear, this show's for Biagio, and we surrounded him with because listen, everybody sees Biagio perform off of a track. See, most people who don't know music they just say, "Hey, I could do that too." It's just like karaoke. It's more than that. Biagio creates his own tracks, but nobody knows that. They just hear him singing off of a track. But that's how genius he is. He makes his own tracks. So he plays music. I said, Biagio, you play the grand piano. You play the keyboard in bands all your life. Why don't you come out and just bang it out with a show, with the dancers, with your own band? And that's what he's doing. And he's gonna. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but
no, I know. Don't ruin it. We're
kicking off the holidays, and to tell you everything, I'd be taking away some Christmas presents.
Don't do it. Don't say too much. We're promoting the show to get people there, and so this is Biagio's first live performance.
Live musical performance as Biagio. Remember, he performed. Remember the Casa Italiano back in the day? Yeah. Biagio was the keyboardist for the Vibrations, who played at the Casa Italiana. Like that was their house band. So, and that was a band that traveled all throughout Italy. And Biagio's very musical. I mean, he's just he's a
genius.
Took 50 years of music, maybe more. You know,
he's a genius.
Yeah,
he's legendary. He's legendary. Let's go through a couple of things. How long is this podcast going, yours, when you took it as Wiseguyz? It's obviously jumped off of another situation, and now we're here. So how long you going?
We're a spinoff of the original Wiseguyz Show. And then Carlo Bellario picked it up in his garage. And then that didn't go, that ended. It was over. And Johnny Salami wanted to find a new home, and Carl really didn't want nothing to do with it, but then he did, and he did. But anyhow, make a long story short, we ended up going into a studio, running our first podcast, and faces leave. They have other things going on in their life, but at the time we were just a spinoff, and I end up owning the name now because I trademark it with the United States trademarking, and so we own the name. And
you own the name, okay? So that's what it is. You incorporated the name, you own it, you put a trademark on it. Nice, okay, good.
Yeah, I mean it's ours, and it was because the original Wiseguyz Show, who owned the name, was Steve Van Zandt. He owned it, and then it died. They didn't renew the name, and then it was available, and I picked it up. So so we go with it. But before I even go anywhere, the original Wiseguyz, Vinny Vella, John Cha-Cha Ciarcia, Joe Corsi, Floyd Vivino, Vinny Pastore, we're friends with all of them. Cha-Cha was the #1 supporter for me to carry it on as a spinoff of the original show because he loved it so much.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you, because I remember the Cha-Cha situation there. You had to get approval or something. I don't know.
Me, Carlo, Johnny went to Cha-Cha's, said, "Do you think it would be a problem if we did a spinoff of the show and call it the Wiseguyz Show so we don't keep the same name?" And he was like, "Absolutely." And after Carlo and Johnny left, I mean, Cha-Cha backed us all the way, always, and Cha-Cha was like an uncle to me. I know him before I even did this Wiseguyz thing. I remember when they were doing the original Wiseguyz Show in Cha-Cha's, and I was right next door at Focolari restaurant, right next door to Cha-Cha's. And at the time, I really didn't care about doing podcasts, but I should have been more involved then, because I could have been. But
you don't think of it when it's not something you think of. It's just you realize as time goes on, I could do this. I got this. I can handle that. I can do something like this. And that's where it kicks in. And you're watching those guys do it, and you say, well, I could do something like that. And I could do something like that. And there you are.
Well, what it was is the original Wiseguyz, like Cha-Cha, Floyd Vivino, Joe, they were all famous names. Cha-Cha was in Goodfellas, knew all the his best friends were Tony Danza and Danny Aiello, and
great guys.
How I met all these guys. I met
great
Tony
guys
from Cha-Cha.
But they're all good. They're all good, down to earth guys. They're all good guys. Vinny Vella, Vinny Vella was.
Vinny loved. Well, listen, you know what we did with Vinny Vella? He was having medical issues. Jumping Gennaro got in a cab. We got him a cab because he needed to get home with his wife, and he was having medical issues. And we were trying to get him to his home because he said, just bring me home. My wife will do what she got to do. And so Jumper Gennaro got in the cab with him and took the cab to his house and helped him up the stairs to get home. You know, Vinny Vella loved us, and Joe D'Onofrio from the Bronx Tale, he saw us do that. I mean, he looked at us as a whole different type of people. And
was he still living on? Was he still on Carmine Street when that happened?
Who, Vinny?
Yeah.
No, I don't know where they went with the cab. I know they.
I don't think he ever left Carmine Street. I don't think he ever left.
Yeah, he had to drive to his house with the cab. Wherever Mike went, I stayed back and waited because there was too many people in the cab, you know. So
he was a great guy. These are good guys you're talking about, man. Really.
Listen, they loved us. Jumper Gennaro's got a skit with him on stage with Joe Corsi. So and Uncle Floyd, come on, how many shows we did?
Uncle Floyd. I mean, come on, wow, Uncle Floyd. You know, you call him by Floyd, his last name. All right, so let's go through a couple of things. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Paisan Con, that was big. You guys were big on that.
Well, we volunteered our time to help with that because we knew it was a first time show, and we were going to do our best to help. You know, and that's really all we were. We were volunteers. We were part of the media. We actually ran a lot of the media, and we did our little video of them, and that
was good. How do you think it went?
I think it went great. I just think the way it was the first one, and the way it was looked at to some people may have looked at it different when they hear Paisan Con. See, nowadays Italians, when they hear names, they're not like from Italy. Not all of us, and when they see Paisan Con, sometimes they take it as an insult. Sometimes they take it as, so nobody knew how to take it. But I tell you who definitely surprised the hell out of us. Paul Giamatti walked in as an actual paid customer and had a ball.
See, you never know.
Yeah, it didn't get any bigger than having Paul Giamatti at Paisan Con. You
never know who's going to go for it. You had Mike Marino was there.
Yeah, and thanks to Annabella's and Nicky Petito. Annabella's was the financing behind it, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's definitely potential with it. It just needs to be ironed out, and I'm sure these guys will eventually figure it out.
You learn from it. You learn from doing it. Just like you're learning and I'm learning. We're all learning. I'm learning. I don't know. I just somebody told me, Stiggs, push live and do what? I don't know what to do. And now here we are. We're doing nice over here. Okay, Paisan Con, AC, the show lineup. We got that out of the way. John Amos just passed, right?
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Is that recently he passed? I thought he passed a while ago.
No, so he died in August. And it wasn't really announced until October 1st. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that's the way he wanted it. Maybe the family wanted their privacy. I don't know. I heard a lot about John Amos originally when he was on the set. I talked to him a few times.
Yeah, you did.
On the phone. I hooked him up with a few places that did signings. And but obviously we were I don't want to say friends, but we respected one another because we both grew up and were born in the same city, and we grew up in the same area. And when we spoke about me being a fireman, I didn't even know he was military till he actually told me.
You see, you don't know these things. That's the things that get lost.
Yeah, he was like in the National Guard, and he was he was a military vet, and he was a good guy. And it's sad to hear him go because every time he did an event nearby, I like to always stop and say hello to him.
See, these are things that people don't know, that people don't see, that people don't hear. It doesn't get out there enough. It's interesting. So we got Italian Heritage Month. Obviously, that's big for us. You know, we're big on that. You got Joe Corsi, you got Uncle Louie. The Pizza Bowl was a good time. I didn't go this year. The year before was incredible. This year, you guys were in the same room we were in the year before, upstairs?
Yeah, it was just as much fun. You know, it's always something different. You know, it's the same kind of setup and everything. A few things changed to make it better. And this year blew me away. Last year blew me away because we had the Pipes and Drums, the Emerald Society, come in and do Yeah, that was great. They marched upstairs and went right downstairs into the bar. It was great. Oh we always, everywhere we go, we liven the crowd and we have fun. That's why we're all
listen. When you walk in, it's like, let's go, shape it up, let's go, let's get to it. We just have that natural. It's just something that we don't care. We just go in, bang, 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 and we do it, right? Sal Valentinetti, great guy. You met him, Sal?
We know. I know Sal very well.
Good guy. I went
He
to see
loves
him. I was right in front. Good kid.
Listen, when the people like you, that means you're doing the right thing. Sal
Yeah.
loves us. I brought him on stage. He didn't know what to expect. This in September, I think it was the 14th. I brought him on stage, and he didn't know what. I went back and I said, what do you want me to say? And he told me, and I was like, I had it already. And
He's a great kid.
when we discussed Italian heritage and talked about how important it was for the younger generation to get on board and start doing the right thing. And then I introduced him. He was just blown away after the show. He was just like, bro, that was great. You guys are great.
He's all in. He's all in. He's such a great kid. He's got a great personality. He's got a great act. I mean, I was front row at Calandra's watching his act at the Italian Village. He came and performed at the Italian Village. His family was right next to us. We were right there. He's just a great kid. He's really a good kid.
You hear Sinatra come out of him, but
you feel it.
I want you to keep a lookout for somebody, and he's from our town, from our area. He's from our crew. He's actually a nephew from our crew, Jared Source. He's from the Source family.
Okay.
He blew us away in Orange, New Jersey this year, singing the likes of Sinatra, I think.
Okay.
And Martin and Bobby Darin. Go check out Jared Source.
I will.
Joe Source's page and look for Jared Source singing. He is going to be the next Sinatra singer that is going to blow it away.
That's Joe Source's kid?
That's Joe Source's nephew.
Anthony's kid.
Yeah, his name. Yes, right. Anthony's kid.
Anthony's kid. Wow.
Jared Source. Soon as he sang in Orange, and then somebody was looking for a singer, and it was like last minute, and I said, try Jared. As soon as they saw it, they booked him right away. The kid's got an amazing voice. He's working on it.
I never knew it.
Well, it's his first time singing live in front of people was in Orange when we brought him, because nobody knew what.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to that. Now, this brings me to it. I always wondered this. So we're Belleville, Newark guys. We went to Belleville. You're born in Newark. You were a Newark fireman. Freddie is a retired Newark fireman. How many years did you put on the Newark Fire Department?
25 and a half almost.
25 years fighting fires in the city of Newark, New Jersey, right here. Beautiful, man. It's a beautiful story. But you were supposed to be a carpenter. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
You know what happened? Our last year of high school, I went down to our guidance counselor, and I asked our guidance counselor, Miss Klotz, what college do you think I should go to? And when she started laughing at me, she advised me to forget about college because my grades were definitely not getting me into college. And she said to me, I would advise you look into doing a civil service. And that following year, the Newark Fire Department had put out applications. I had just moved back to Newark after high school. And I said, you know what? Let me just fill it out. And then I filled out every application I could think of. Newark Police, Port Authority. At the time, we used to have county police. I filled them all out, even state police. And the Newark Police Department called me first, and then the fire department. And I had the two congratulation letters in my hand, and I picked.
Oh my God! From both of them?
Yeah. I could have done both. I already had done my paperwork for the police department because I was taking whatever job came first.
Yeah. They're both civil service, so you would have taken either one, right?
I was like a few weeks of going into the police academy in Newark, and out of nowhere, I get a letter from the fire department saying congratulations, and I just said I just loved the fire department back then. They were great guys.
What house were you at?
I started on Central Avenue and 9th Street. Which was, forget it. It was such a busy area. And we got so much action then. And then South Orange Avenue and 9th Street. I'm sorry. It was actually 9th Street between 14th Avenue and South Orange Avenue. I was there for a while. And then I ended up working down Neck, right on the border of McCarter Highway and the city of Newark. And listen, we had so much work.
That's a good house, the one down Neck. That's on the corner, right? You go like this, that's a good house. Yeah, yeah.
Great. Listen, when I was there was nothing there. Now there's houses everywhere. So
yeah, they're building everything down there.
Yeah,
doing well down Neck, right?
and I did and then at my 14 years, I mean, down at 14 engine. Actually, I'm sorry, it was 11 years at 14 engine, and then at my final 3 years was really cool because I was also a fireman in the firehouse doing fireman work, and I did photography for the mayor's press office as the photographer for the fire department, and they used me for all big jobs. They loved me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did good, my man. I'm very proud of you. That's really,
yeah.
You know, we got so many people in our class, in our city, that goes all different ways. And, you know, when somebody could just do something good, it's commendable. I mean, you know what we have. We got all kinds of, we got everything here, right?
My crown moment as a photographer for the mayor's office was that I did the photo shoot between the mayor and the Prime Minister of England, who was Dave Cameron at the time. And I got to be in their little clique while we were surrounded by royal guardsmen. That's the Secret Service for the English Prime Minister. And then I was surrounded by also Secret Service. And then we ended up going safely into a cafe. And I actually had sat down and had coffee with the Prime Minister of England, because I was the mayor's photographer at the time, and it was something. It was something special.
You were uniformed up. You were dressed, or no?
Well, yeah, I was dressed in my photo gear because I would take photos. The mayor's press would call me, and all the press would have to leave, but I'm the only press that stayed because I was the mayor's photographer and personal photographer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
A dark moment. Where were you? 2001. Were you still working?
I was working in the firehouse.
9/11?
9/11 night, I worked in Newark, and we were on high alert for any craziness going on in the city at the time. And then I had to work the following night. And then, you know, by the third night, the mayor of Newark had put out a notice threatening all firefighters that were going into New York that they were at their own risk. And if they didn't get back into New Jersey, because it was tough getting in and out of New Jersey at the time. And if anybody had gone to Newark and lost their way back or couldn't get back or got hurt or anything, that we would have been on our own. We would have been held responsible for for going there. Yeah, because after the second day, it was getting crazy over there because you had so many volunteers going over there. It was just havoc with volunteers. You could only have so many people do so much work, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell you, just to let it off this way, so people well, you know, you should listen. If the New York guys want to pick up their own people, they don't. I mean, they love the fact that people want to help, but you want to find your guys. You don't want someone else finding your guys. You know, and you want to pull out your guys. You know.
Okay. That makes
But
listen, that makes it makes horrible sense, is what it makes.
Yeah.
But it does make sense. I would
have loved to have went there. But I just think with the threatening letter that the mayor put out that day, kind of like Slemmy said, you know what?
By that time, it was all covered. They had it on the, you know,
I'm positive that New York, if you look at their manpower at the time, I think they had somewhere around 11,000 or 14,000 firefighters just in New York alone. That could cover the whole entire 9/11 ground zero.
Right.
Yeah, but you still need guys to cover the firehouses.
Other things are going on, right?
Yes. Listen, New York guys are tough guys. They're just like Newark guys. They want to do the work. They want to uncover their own on themselves. They want, you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of like, you know, if you're looking for your, God forbid, someone in your family's missing, you want to find them, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I understand it. And now that you say it like that, I definitely understand what you know, you can understand it when they said it.
Yeah.
And that was the Newark department or the mayor's way of saying, you know, step back.
Yeah. Well, remember this, especially Newark. Newark was I think the Prudential Building was one of the targets back then.
Yeah.
What do you
Prudential Building
when we're also under a threat watch in Newark, you know? So it was kind of like, me either way, I would have had no problem going. But I think that when you get a letter from your boss telling you, look, if you go, you're going to be held responsible for anything went wrong, or if you get stuck out there and you got to be here. Okay. Now, what if you're in New York doing that and a tragedy happens in Newark? You know, we're only across the river. You know, the plane, some of the planes flew out of Newark. You know, so you don't know what's really going on at the time. You know,
you don't know. Yeah, right. And look, we got high buildings over here. We got to be ready here.
all I want to say is the heart of a firefighter is to always be there and help others. And I
Of course.
get it. It's just that, for me, I was just caught in a bad spot. And I just,
Is what it is. Nothing you could do. Nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Do you recommend it as a profession?
Nowadays, maybe, but I guess so. I thought it was the greatest job in the world. The only thing
Yeah.
is a lot has changed. Rules have changed. Safety rules have changed. I still think it's the greatest job in the world. I just don't do it anymore. And I pray for them every day. I see them all the time. They're not far from me. I do have friends that are still there, and it's just things have changed. Administrations have changed. Ways have changed. So I don't know if I could do it today. Like I remember when I came on the fire department back then, it was because we were busy. We were forced to reckon with. We went in there, put the fires out. I mean, that's all it was. Now it's political. It's
different. Did you still have a green truck, or you guys were red?
No, when I first came on, it was like a fluorescent green, yellow.
Green, the green trucks,
yellow. I would say more like fluorescent yellowish green.
Weird color.
Yeah.
Then they changed over. They started to change over as time went on.
White, and then they went to red. I worked with a yellow greenish one, and then I had a white one, and then when we were down neck, and then we went back to a red one.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, back up to our Newark. The cafe, I think it's opening again. Somebody's trying to open it again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A friend of mine, he's working on putting it together, putting this beautiful thing together. So
I heard about it.
I think next year at this time we'll be in there talking about how much it was worth.
Nice. It'd be nice to have that cafe back. It's was there forever.
It's going to take time until it gets all squared out.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of permits and things going on and stuff like that. But is it going to is it going to be intermets or going to change it?
No, it's going to change it. He's leaving for everybody. It's going to be something special. He's going to surprise people. He's got a plan, and I think it's going to be fun.
All right, good. All right, my man. I think we covered everything. Just when we are November 23rd. November 23rd.
Resort.
I'll put all that stuff under. I'll be promoting it, so they'll have all the information that they need. We'll try to get a crew down there, and it should be a good thing.
Yeah, great stuff. I really am telling you. Listen, I just want to leave it off to you like this.
Go ahead.
About the 23rd. Last year,
go ahead. Take it out. It's you.
I was telling everybody to go, and everybody who came, who didn't come, who tried to come, who like really didn't push themselves because they had probably. And after the show, I had people coming up to me after seeing Louis Prima saying, "I cannot believe when you told me to come here, I never expected I was going to see what I just saw." Because Louis Prima really rocked the house that night. And we blew people away. People were coming up to me saying, "I want this guy for my daughter's wedding." You know what I mean? The show was a blast. The after party went to like 4:00 in the morning in bar one, even though the bar closed. And it was just a great time. Wow. And that's what we're there to do.
That's great. All right. We're going to promote it. We're going to get people there. We're going to do it. We'll promote it. We'll get you there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Thanks, Tom.
All right. Anything else on your end, my man?
No, that's it. Just WGStickets.com and go to the Wiseguyz Facebook group page and check out all the things we do. We're all about preserving our Italian culture, our heritage, and our history, and to push it on to the younger generations to carry it on after us. That's it.
I got one more thing for you. Where's the Orange connection? Because, we're Belleville, Newark. How does the Orange? They just closed the last cafe, right? Is it still there? They closed?
It's still there. They actually a new owner got there, and now he's opened it up. And if you go inside, it's all Italian guys playing cards still.
Excellent. So where's the Orange thing coming? How do we get to Orange?
All right. Well, that was a festival in Orange. When they first started doing the street festival, they got Carlo when we were doing the Wiseguyz Show to host it, and over time we just held on to it. And let me tell you, that's got to be one of the most fun festivals I do all year. Nothing better than watching people come out and having a great time under the Italian flag.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's still right there in Orange, in the middle of Orange. I mean,
they're warriors. Orange, New Jersey Italians are warriors. They come out and still celebrate their heritage.
I love it.
It's usually the week of the first Sunday of football.
Wow. Will you be down at St. Lucie? Will I see you down there?
We got a lot going on down here too. Yes.
Great stuff going on. See how we're retaining all of this stuff. We're keeping it all. We're doing what we're supposed to do.
Well, St. Lucy's, I just want to say, we took over the entertainment. Now we worked off of our certain funds, but Biagio was supposed to perform there. Instead, he was already booked in Detroit for an Italian event there. So next year, I'm pretty positive you'll see Biagio down at St. Lucy's performing for the first time.
The entertainment lineup looks incredible. It's going to be a good.
Well, we did our best, and I'm going to tell you who we added that most people may look at and say, you know, Arlette. Arlette is an amazing voice. She speaks fluent Italian, and she has a soprano voice and sings all the Italian classics, blowing everybody. She's gonna blow everybody away. Trust me when I tell you.
We got 5 days this year. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And Arlette's the voice of the New Jersey Devil. So if you're from Jersey, most likely, hopefully you could be a Devil fan. She's their national anthem performer.
Unbelievable. This is great stuff I'm hearing right now. I love it. I'm happy.
Yep. It's all good.
Yeah, my son was going to set up his pizza stand down there, but it's not. It might not work out. I got him the booth, but we'll see. He might have his pizza stand down there. I don't know yet. We're working on it.
I don't know. I tell you what, I don't know what days and when I'm going to be available there, but I'm going to definitely try to do the Blue Mass. The Blue Mass. I advise everybody who's never done a Blue Mass go to at least. Because when the pipes and drums come into that big church and they're playing Amazing Grace, it just blows you away.
There's nothing like it. Wow. They're probably going to do that Monday. I think that's the Monday Mass.
The acoustics in that church.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
The pipes and drums are blasting Amazing Grace or God Bless America. Yeah. Is just gives you goosebumps.
It's unbelievable.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I love it. My kids made their sacraments there. It's unbelievable.
It's the best.
I didn't let it go, man. I stuck with it.
As a child, I used to ring the bells on the rope.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll be walking. I'll be doing the procession on the Sunday. Probably Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be there.
Nice.
All right, my man.
All right. Great.
It was good having you. I'll have you back before, we'll do a little more before we get going up to it. And we'll promote it more over here for you.
All right. Great. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Good seeing you, my man. Take care.
Right,
bye. And there you go. You got my main man, Freddy, right there. It's amazing. Hold on. Let me get him out of the studio. And let me get this off the bottom here. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. It was nice. So I like when people our age retain what we had. It's these things are going, but they're not going. They're growing. These are good things that are happening right now. So he's doing good stuff. Freddy's a good man. I know Freddy for 40 years. Graduated high school together. It's amazing. It's amazing. Annette was in here. That's Freddy's wife, Annette. Incredible people. They are an incredible they're incredible people. Incredible people. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got going on here? Good luck to you, Annette. I am Freddy, and talent coordinator. Yes, she is. Annette's another one. These are great people. Man, I love these people. It's amazing. Blue Mass, Gianni Catalano. It's for the first responders. It's for the first responders. The Blue Mass, Gianni. That's what he meant. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Let's see. No, she just handles the stuff, Gerard. Yeah. Can I post a song? Yeah, Annette was all over the place. I know that. See, I can't work the chat when we're on there like that. It's very difficult to do it at the same time. So Freddy is great. I hope they put more content. Haven't seen much lately. They used to post the shows. Okay, Annette. Okay, Freddy, you hear that? They want more content. Got a good channel. He'll get more content up there. I gotta shut this light off because it's too bright on me. This light is way too bright on me. It's hot as hell in here. It's 100 degrees in here. Hold on. Hold up a minute. Let me shut this light off here. We're going to go dark over here, guys. We're going to go dark is what we're going to do here. Let me get this here. Get over here, you. Get over here, you. Good. Yeah, too bright. See, I wanted to have the bright light on me while he was on. I have lots of friends, Mr. Stiggs. Yes, I do. And we remain friends. We keep our friendships going. Susan, it's what we do. It's a Belleville, Newark thing, you know. Freddy was born in Newark, as all of us were. I was born in Newark. Most of us that grew up in Belleville were born in Newark, between Belleville and Newark, and he went back to be, yes, that's Freddy's wife right there. Talent coordinator for the Wiseguyz Show. There you go. Hey, Tommy, I guess I missed your guest altogether. I can't ever catch anything. It's okay. Gee, it's there. It's back there. It's all right. It's back there. It's no problem. We can get Tommy and the Wiseguyz Show together for a show again. We will work on something. Absolutely, Annette. Absolutely. And now that we know we can, Atlantic Cities, that's a big thing there. You know, even though there's a cost involved, we can do a show from down there, whatever. The sky is the limit. This is the world today. This is where we are. Yeah. This is the world that it is right now. Internets and YouTubes and all this shit. This is where it's all at right now.